Alright, welcome back to the Donkey Kong game. I hope you've enjoyed watching the series of videos so far. We're going to be going into Cotton Top Cove, which is a really good name for a world, actually, now that I'm looking at it. I don't know why it's called Cotton Top. I don't think there's any cotton anywhere, but it's kind of stupid to judge a video game like that. I just want to visit this guy because this is the realest bear in the game. This is what life is like for these guys, you know? Like, not everyone is super confident in themselves to ask some monkeys for a flower or to be speedrunners. Some of them just want to enjoy their birthday. Cotton Top Cove, it's probably the closest to a water world that the original Donkey Kong Country games get. There's never really are any water worlds. Like, DKC 1 and DKC 2 had worlds that had a lot of water around them, but then would only have like one or two stages dedicated to swimming. Like Kremp Key in DKC 2 was probably the closest thing to a water world, but it only had one swimming stage. It was pretty bad. Cotton Top Cove, in comparison, has two swimming stages, if I recall correctly, and yeah, it's probably the closest we'll get to it. And the water stages in these games, they're weird. Swimming stages are usually actually pretty contained, like very earthy. Like DKC1, they had a real vast emptiness to them, didn't have a lot going on. And in DKC2, they were always shipwreck stages. Oh, here they're like super like garish, for lack of a better word. Like, there's all these colors going around and just a lot of stuff to look at, which may not be a super good thing, especially for the Game Boy Advance. A lot of the colors kind of just blend in together and are a mess to look at, so I don't know if I actually like it that much. The music in this is actually an Aquatic Ambience remix, which you probably have noticed already over my talking, blabbering over it the whole time. It's okay. Aquatic Ambience is okay. I don't really like it being remixed as much as it is, but what can you expect? It's the feels song for a lot of people, and they want to relive that experience. I don't know what this is. I think I get on guard here. I do get on guard here. Cool. So on guard is... I think it's the only animal buddy that shows up in every game. Him and Squawks, technically, although Squawks in the first DKC game was kind of a non-entity. On guard has always stayed the same thing, and he's probably the best, just because if you don't have him, then you can't hurt things in the water, but then you're like super good and maneuverable, and you can just wreck everybody. He's really fun to play as. Whereas, oh, well, you could just be like him through here, too. That's nice. I feel like swimming stages in DKC games get a bad rap. Like, I guess they're not super good, the best controlled things in the world. Most swimming stages and platformers rarely are. But as somebody who grew up with these games, I kind of can't really give a really fair opinion about it, because I'm so used to it already. The funniest thing about swimming stages in DKC 3 is how DK coins come into the picture, because it's the easiest thing in the world. Like, they're always at the end of the stage, and there's like no puzzle to them at all. It's like a complete afterthought, which kind of highlights how stupid the DK coin gimmick in these games ended up being. There's like a secret next to the waterfall that you could go for baby birds or whatever, banana birds, but I don't know. I know it's there. Don't worry about it. These guys rule. I love the noise they make. Alright, that's enough. That's enough of that. These waterfall stages are both really cool and really terrible, for a variety of reasons. They do the whole foreground, background thing in really interesting ways, especially with these barrels, but sometimes that could really screw you up. If you notice, we're climbing up a lot, and they kind of do the sin of, like, if you screw up, you have a very good chance of just falling back down to the beginning of the stage, which in many cases is usually worse than just dying and starting at a checkpoint or whatever. So it's kind of why they suck, but I really like how these waterfall stages look, and the GBA music is really good, and I think the Super Nintendo music is really good. They're both equally good. Already going into the middle of it. The stage itself, like with these barrels, it's really cool because it's very well designed in that it goes into this whole platformer thing of if you just keep moving forward, you'll have no problem. Like actually stopping to get something done will hurt you more than actually just fucking going for it. And so that's something. I didn't want to get this bird, but I guess I have him with me now, so I'll try to keep him alive for that extra bit of challenge. Oh, well, okay, so this is what I'm talking about right here. So because of the layers, I'm like stuck behind this waterfall, and I can't really do anything to like stop my descent. I'm like panicking, looking for a way to find a foothold, but I can only fall. Oh, there we go. But see, now I'm like all the way back down here, and now I have to start this whole thing over again. And that's pretty terrible to have that happen. But now I don't have to worry about the bird, I guess. So, getting up is easy, but it's like you should never do that. Like, nobody likes repeating things in video games. And that's really the crux of it. Oh, okay. Now, if I were to be Kiddy Kong, I could jump on these guys and actually kill them. Every DKC game has had these kinds of, like, big bad guy enemies. And they're always cool. I think if I got that bird to the end, that would have taken me to a bonus barrel. But that's not really our main concern, so we're not going to worry about it. Let's see. This is not providing a lot of thought. So, there we... Oh, okay. I don't know why that's there, but I guess if you need it, you need it. Is it Dixie that's beating all the levels again? That's cool. Nah. We're not gonna do that. This stage is cool because it shows a type of red barrel enemy that ended up having like some weird programming story behind it. Let's see. For one thing, you got that piranha at the bottom again. They use that piranha a lot more in this game than they do in the other game. But these red TNT guys, you'd think that a land version of them would be there, like a version that doesn't just hang on to ropes, because ZKC2 had them. But no, in the Super Nintendo game, these guys are the only versions of these that exist. The GBA game does have them, though, in a separate world as like a new thing. I'm sure to anybody who doesn't know what I'm talking about, this doesn't make any sense, so I apologize if I'm not explaining it very well. But I like this stage. The dock stages are, in general, very good, because they're very fun to just go through and kind of make through everything. We're already up to the G, which is weird. If you actually stopped to do the secrets, it might take a little bit longer, but the stage is very much designed for you to, like, kind of go through things really fast, which is kind of why Cotton Top Cove and Mechanos are both very good worlds, because look at that, we're already at the end. It's very speedy, and compared to the worlds following this one, it's probably the highlight of DKC 3. Or like, look, we're going straight into another one. Someone mentioned in the second video for this game in World 2 that the tree levels got switched up, and I wonder why that is, because I mean, the jumping spider stage compared to the monkeys throwing acorns at you stage, jumping spiders is definitely harder. I wonder if that happens anywhere else. Like, for example, like, was the first stage in Cotton Top Cove in Super Nintendo this one, and then it was the rocket barrels? Because I feel like in Donkey Kong Land 3, which was like the Game Boy port of the Super Nintendo game, that ended up being the case. Anyway, we're the elephant again. Ellie definitely getting a lot of mileage here. And this is cool because you get to suck water from the waterfall. Now, if I was actually good at this game, then I could have used that to my advantage. But now we're just going in and hitting some dudes. For as tough as these big old Kremlin guys are, they're not very good at getting hit by water. Most people in video games usually aren't, though. Oh! Okay, cool. Maneuvering around with these barrels is kind of tough. I won't lie. Like, it's kind of stiff. And, Ellie doesn't have the same maneuverability in the air like the Kongs do. Oh! Alright, cool. Also, I'm out of water, I guess, so I couldn't actually hit that guy. Oh, cool. This is a case where you only have one chance at a DK coin, so we better not screw this up. Let's see, what are we looking at here? Cool. I don't know what getting all DK coins gets you. Like, because I don't think it's the secret world. Wow, this level was way shorter than I thought it was. I don't think it's to a secret world. I think it's for something else. But if you asked me what it was, I wouldn't be able to tell you. Is there another cave here? No, that's something different. This is the last stage. It's Fish Food Frenzy. This is a cool level. Because the gimmick is you have this piranha chasing you and you gotta keep him happy. And if you don't keep him happy, the Kongs will suffer. You can't let him eat sea urchins. He'll get angry at you if he eats sea urchins. He'll get angry at you if he goes hungry, which makes this like something where you don't want to speed through, but you also want to go fast because you don't want to take too long. It's a very good, like, I don't know. I think it's a cool stage, although I think most people tend to not like it for this exact same reason that you can't speed through it. I'm sure like speedrunners have a way to like outrun the piranha so that they don't have to give a crud, as one would say, about the piranha being fed or not. But I'm not that good. I like to take my time and make sure all the fish are being eaten. And while it makes sense from like like a little kid perspective of like, oh, of course you don't want the piranha to eat sea urchins because they're spiky and that'll make your stomach upset. From what I understand, eating sea urchins is they're actually pretty tasty. So, like, they're actually a delicacy. Anywhere, really. Not like an exotic delicacy, even. Like, you could go to a seafood restaurant in, like, Idaho and probably get some fine sea urchin food. Oh, okay. I wasn't supposed to go here. Great. Unfortunately, the piranha touching, like, the Kong letters does not count as you touching the Kong letters. Oh, good. Okay, well now I'm in a much worse position, because I'm pretty sure this is the exact point where the stage gets really hard. Okay, cool. I think the piranha goes through 4 stages. Like blue is like chill, purple is like, I don't know, I'm not super chill. Then he gets like a darker purple and he starts getting angry, and then when he turns red, it's like, yo, you better hurry up. Okay, now I'm better. Oh, we're not gonna go for the G. That's not worth anyone's time. Don't rush for your food, is what I have to say about all of this. Okay, and here you just saw a case of the piranha eating the urchin and getting a little angrier. And see, like, he's not super cool anymore. I don't know why he follows the Kong specifically, but it's probably not worth going too deep into. Especially now where I really need to focus. So I'm not, like, super in front or super in the back. Don't eat him. Okay, cool. Let's just fucking book it, because he's about to get really mad. Cool. I really cut it close there. What's our fun DK coin puzzle? I bet I know. Instead of being behind the flagpole, he's above it. This is fucking stupid. Cool. There's like no thinking behind that. And now I think that takes us to... Is this the dumbest boss in the game? Nah. But he's pretty up there. Because I have no idea what this creature is. He's like a snail, I guess. And he is trying to kill you. And if you want to kill him, you gotta shoot his eyeballs, which, to be fair, getting shot in the eyes with like a concentrated burst of water would mess you up pretty bad. But it seems kind of anticlimactic compared to other things. And he doesn't like hurt you traditionally, he like just tries to push you off. Which is like, you know, still dangerous in its own right. I remember this guy giving me a lot of trouble the first time through when I was like younger. So I don't know. We'll see if I can get him in the first try. Nope. Yeah, see? Like, he can just knock you off really fast just like that. Which is a shame, because I think I only needed to shoot him in the eyes one more time before doing anything. But you really don't have to, like, move from here. Like, I think staying in one spot is honestly a better idea than jumping around everywhere, because then it'll just mess you up. And it's kind of hard to convey just by watching this, but I'm kind of like just doing my best to push right as far as possible, because it's kind of unpredictable how he hits you. Okay, cool, no, we have one more phase. This one's pretty crazy. It's wild! Nope, not done yet. Now we're done. Cool. His head just kind of falls off. It's okay. Oh, okay. It'd be pretty lame if I like fell after all that. Yeah, okay. Yeah. I think this is the first indication of what you're actually trying to do in this game. Like, the whole time you're like, I don't know why I'm even playing this game. What's my goal? I guess K. Rool is doing something bad. Turns out Diddy and Donkey Kong are actually in trouble. I mean, if you read the manual, then you would know, but I didn't back when I played this game. That's Cotton Top Cove. Deuces.